How can plowing the land be a very source of destroying the very soil and the agricultural lands? We have seen in our experience from our very inception that plowing the land has been a part of it always. So how is this particular act, which is plowing the land, destroying it? So what we are not understanding over here is, which we need to understand, soil requires organic content in it for the microbial life to survive, as the organic content is nothing but their food. Once you have organisms, worms in the soil, and there's activity ongoing in the soil, they will themselves, the fungi and the worms, they will themselves create canals and small holes, which are sorts of lungs with their movement. They will create such passages in the soil, the worms and the organisms, that would help the soil to remain oxygenated and the roots to deepen into the earth. But what we are doing over here is, since we have not cared about the microorganisms and the organisms and the worms in the soil, we have killed half of them, nearly all of them, sorry. So now when you don't have organisms over there, the only way you can get the roots deepen into the earth and the only way you can get the soil remain oxygenated is by plowing the fields. Now you plow it and you keep it under the sun, the remaining life also gets destroyed. The remaining worms and the remaining organisms, they get destroyed after you plow the land and keep it under the direct sunlight for a long time. So just because we have not seen soil as a living organism, there are zillions of organisms living in it. With our stupid acts, they are getting destroyed. Because unknowingly we are doing it. Because for us, it is just an inert substance. That is what farmers have been taught by the ministries as well. Many educated ministries, 80% of them still think soil is an inert substance that you can manage by adding or removing some chemicals. They don't see life in it because it's invisible to our eyes, and we are destroying it. So plowing the lands, if you go to a rainforest, for example, there is no plowing the lands over there. The organic content is above 70%. Look how everything grows in the rainforest. Everything grows like wow. Just because we have destroyed the land to an extent wherein it would not be getting itself oxygenated. There are no worms and microbial activity that would do it. So that's why you need machines and other stuffs to externally provide it, and then you plow the land and leave it open under the sun for the remaining life to get destroyed as well. Spread the awareness for this. This needs to be heard. Yes, people think plowing the land is very normal thing. Just because there's no microbial activity, there are no worms in the soil who will do the needful themselves. They will traverse in the soil and they will create passages for the air to go in and the roots to deepen. But there are no worms left. You've destroyed everything possible. Now you will plow the land and destroy the remaining ones as well. Spread the message. Save soil. Act now. Let's make it happen.